This reflection is titled, The Weight We Carry. Some love stories leave us breathless. Others leave us holding on to something that's no longer there. This one is about the kind of love that stays, even when it hurts. About devotion, duty, and the quiet ache of not knowing how to let go. It started like most stories do, with hope. She was young, certain that love could heal anything. He was strong, steady, someone she believed she could build a life with, and she did. For years, she loved in the way she knew how, by showing up. Birthdays, laughter, quiet mornings, family meals, the rhythm of ordinary love. But beneath it all, she longed for something more, a connection she could feel, not just keep. And then came the years that tested her. The kind of years that change a woman quietly, from who she was to who she had to be. He was there, but sometimes the distance between them felt endless. She learned to love him in silence, in the space between words and gestures. She stayed because that's what love meant to her. Not the fairy tale, but the commitment. She stayed through storms, through seasons of loneliness, through disappointment, because leaving never felt like an option. And then, everything changed. His body began to fail him, and she, the same woman who carried the weight of a love that never gave her rest, became his rest. She cared for him the way she always loved him, fully, fiercely, faithfully. She fed him, bathed him, prayed over him, even when her heart whispered, "Who will carry me?" She carried him to the very edge of this life, and when he took his last breath, she was there, holding his hand. Afterward, the house felt unbearably quiet, the kind of quiet that hums, that aches. His chair still by the window, his clothes still folded neatly, the space beside her still his. Grief has a sound. It's the slow tick of an old clock in an empty room. It's the echo of someone's laughter who isn't there anymore. But the hardest part wasn't losing him. It was losing the version of herself that only existed while loving him. 4 years later, she's still there, still surrounded by their memories, still loving him through habit and longing. She says she's fine, but her soul is tired of replaying the same moments that no longer need to be remembered this way. Sometimes the hardest part of love isn't losing them, it's learning to let go of what you became for them. But love, even in its heaviest form, can still become light again. It takes time, grace, and a willingness to begin again. Maybe your weight isn't a person. Maybe it's a season, a dream, or a version of yourself that no longer fits. Whatever it is, healing begins when you start releasing one piece at a time. If your heart feels heavy, here are a few gentle ways to begin setting it down. Number 1, the release letter. Write a letter to what you've been holding on to. Say everything that's been left unsaid. Then, let it go. Safely. Burn it, bury it, or release it into the water. Sometimes closure begins with your own words. 2, heart and breath connection. Each morning, place your hand over your heart. Inhale peace, exhale pain. Whisper, I release what no longer serves me. Just 1 minute of presence can remind your heart it's safe to heal. 3, the weight journal. Write down what feels heavy. Next to each one, ask, does this still serve my healing? The one that doesn't, imagine setting them down, one by one. 4, living light practice. And when you're ready, live light again. Do one small thing each week that brings joy back into your world. A song, a meal, a walk in the sun. Living light isn't forgetting, it's learning to let joy live beside memory. Whatever you've carried, it's okay to begin setting it down. The weight we carry was never meant to break us. It was meant to shape us, to make us softer, wiser, and more radiant. If this reflection spoke to your heart, share it with someone who might need this moment too. Subscribe to Radiant a Journey for weekly reflections that remind you to slow down, reconnect, and rise into your becoming. Until next time, keep rising, keep healing, keep shining with love and light.